I'm Tom Crowley. I'm the utilities manager for the City of Rialto. I came very familiar to the public-private partnership when Rialto was considering the public-private partnership with Table Rock, and West Valley was looking at being a partner in that. Coming over to the city and working with the city was an easy transition for me, and actually I kind of was very intrigued by how the city approached their new partnership. A city has many priorities. They have police, fire, parks, water, sewer, streets, storm drains. And many times water and wastewater are just kind of there. It's something that happens. People don't realize how important it is until things start to fall apart or aren't funded. When the public-private partnership came about, it really created an opportunity for the city to bifurcate that from all its other priorities, put it in its own box and priority through this partnership, and then it got its due consideration. I mean, many times, police, fire, and other services kind of tend to be at the forefront. But now you have a public-private partnership that really kind of takes the water and wastewater and makes it its own entity. And then they deal with the priorities separately from all the other priorities. So I think it's a big asset to the city to be able to kind of bifurcate those two priorities. Coming into it here in the last year with the city, there was an obvious approach to their system, and it never got the real attention of the maintenance. And so a lot of the maintenance was deferred. And in order to be able to get the system back at a level of operations, they needed to find a way to infuse a large amount of money for capital improvements. The public-private partnership gave us the ability to invest large sums of infrastructure into the water and wastewater. In this particular case, we were able to bond for $42 million. We identified a whole series of projects, both on the water and wastewater side, that were going to be implemented over a 5-year period. At that point, the system would have a real good shot in the arm of investment, and then we could begin to plan going forward for the recurring events that we really need to do to maintain the system going forward. The approach that I have had, and I think the approach with Table Rock, RWS, and Veolia, is that it's a collective. They have a responsibility of maintaining a system. We as the city have a responsibility to help guide where the growth goes in the system. I don't think we've lost any control over it. Matter of fact, we've gained a lot of expertise in the process to help us meet some big challenges that would be very difficult as a small city like Rialto to try to manage it by itself. So we can address almost anything that we've come across at this point. The priorities of the city definitely have shifted now that we have this partnership, and we have the ability as a city to really kind of be a new player within the region. People are really realizing that the city now is a very viable water wastewater organization. We have a huge influence on the region from where we sit in the Upper Santa Ana watershed. We are moving in the right direction, both policy and from an operations standpoint.